why does it sound pathetic when you say you feel lonely? You can't even say it out loud. It makes you sound like a pathetic loser. Doesn't it? Kinda sounds like it. It sounds like something that people would pity you for, or be offended by.
Oh, you got me. Aren't we like close?
Don't we all feel lonely? Like, fundamentally speaking. Do I feel guilty? Guilty that I feel lonely.
This is the worst!
And so, it just so happens that sometimes, as like many of the many times there are, I casually pick a banana. To eat it, of course. And as I do, questions pop up. Are we really bound to be a generation of loners who either take that very seriously or make jokes about it to cope? Are we bound to live in isolation, embedded in the sea of mimicry and replication of the effects of intimacy, entrenched in self-loathing in our own little mini-universe?
I am dead inside.
Is it covert narcissism that we have collectively developed, an empty core, a desire to seek within the world components of our own psyche, deciding that others are extensions of our arms and legs? Or have we been struck with lightning of heightened self-awareness put in every tiny little move and word that dares to emanate from our tiny mouth under the scrutiny of our third eye? So I say that as I'm staring at the banana and all the potential outcomes of this banana. It could die a lonely death. It could be surrounded with flour and cinnamon. Who knows? Loneliness. Since when did I have that? At the back of my mind. Since when did I decide people just not the answer? When did I decide to eat this banana? Since when was it sitting in the kitchen? Perhaps I'm flawed. Too idealistic. And people are flawed, in their own ways, far too human, far too unhealthy to keep too close, the most inconsistent element, completely unreliable as a source of stability. But the world isn't stable, is it? Nothing is. Economy, welfare, fertility rates, demographic pyramid, status, marriage, politics, food, water, the elements that are getting this banana to rot slowly.
I mean, how stable should stable be so you can feel stable?
Loneliness. Loneliness. Plaguing every entity. Society. It is the aching part of the human condition that we just can't find an answer to. Or maybe perhaps we just don't really know how to transcend ourselves. Transcend our human condition. We don't know how to overcome nihilism, our sense of doom, pointlessness, fear. Yeah, fear. It overwhelms you. Then suddenly, you're alone. Thinking of your little universe that feels just way too big. Alone. That's all you're left with. But you yourself aren't stable. And sometimes you forget and you ignore. You assume the banana is safe in your fridge and is going to remain there okay for a while. But then you remember, time is passing far faster than you think, and you don't know if it's okay. Is this okay? Am I okay? Are we okay? How can I just be content?
Stay calm!
Because in the end, you really can't do much about it. It is what it is, right? And everyone at the end, everyone is living in their own little bubble, assuming it's all good, or hoping it's all good, or too busy.
They buy their food and they have relative understanding of how much time it's going to stay fresh, and they make plans on how to use it, and then they make plans
with friends, doing their best to feel a minimum of good, far too busy surviving, far too blessed with countless obligations so that they don't get to realize what you and me have realized. That it doesn't fucking matter. Neither the banana nor you, especially you. And when it doesn't matter, you have to accept that it doesn't matter. And make the conscious decision to choose what matters, and then you see it. You see it. You see it. It's too difficult not to be lonely after that. You made your leap of faith.
Congratulations!
Into your own inner abyss. We're calling it an abyss, but it's really just a bunch of nothing. And then you realize how alienated you are from yourself, and how alienated people are from themselves. And then you sit with your banana, staring at it for more than seconds. And then you peel it. And then you eat it. You could have a lovely time with your friends, knowing that you think about the contents of this pointless monologue once in a while. Because you're just a silly human. That's life. A big-ass line of deterministic series of actions with a little bit of needed self-delusion. So, don't feel guilty. Don't pity yourself. Don't be angry. You aren't pathetic, and it's nobody's fault. Because most of the time you will forget about this, and then you'll remember it sometime. Once in a while. Then go back and enjoy the beautiful experiences, then come back here. And then go on. And then back. And then go on. And then back.
Part of the cycle of life. And then come back. Once in a while. Get busy. Come back. Every once in a while. You might take a moment before you eat your banana, but it only lasts a few seconds. Then life moves on.
I love inside jokes. Love to be a part of one someday.